Mud runners put their stamina to the test this past weekend. In this week's Northwoods adventure, Shane Lee gets the dirt on the first annual Paul Bunyan Extreme 5K.
Five kilometers does not sound all that far. In fact, it's barely 3 miles. But you throw in steep uphill climbs and giant mud pits, and suddenly 5 kilometers becomes a lot more challenging.
There's really no strategy but finish.
But it also becomes a lot more fun.
It was so much fun. I just had the best time. I am just a mess. I think I have mud down to wherever I have mud down to.
More than 800 runners powered their way through the giant obstacle course at Mount Ski Gull. The nonprofit ski hill receives all of the event proceeds. But as Senator Rude's Shin would tell you, there's no profit without pain.
I do have a war wound, but I earned it. That's the best part.
The race begins with the mudsticle, with sudden underwater drops for people to fall in. After runners make it over the hurdles, they get to climb out of the pit and head up the first hill.
I didn't run up the hills. I walked, but had big steps.
A second hill takes the runners to the rope climb. Then it's through the tire park, the Alpine Challenge, and the popular slip and slide.
It's more of a fun obstacle than a hard one, but it brings them joy, so it brings me joy.
In case the racers worked up a sweat in the over, under, and through obstacle, they received a refreshing ice bath in the dumpster dive.
The funnest part's been dreaming up things to do to people.
Although the obstacle course may look like the work of an evil genius, it's really the result of being a kid at heart.
A lot of it just came down to what we like to do when we were kids. We like to go on rope swings and water slides, so we just built them bigger.
The rope swing was a popular destination, but was followed by the tow rope, which was conquered by only a dozen racers. Another uphill climb leads the runners to the Black Hole, a dark pit with plenty of obstacles and a tiny opening at the end. That brings runners to the Pet Rock.
And they're not rocks, they're boulders. And you have to haul this big boulder around and then drop it. It's so much fun.
Finally, racers make their way across the balance barrels, up one side of Paul Bunyan's boot, down the other, and across the finish line. However, not many contestants care about the time. It's all about the experience.
It's funny what you can do when you put your mind to it and you got your friends next to you.
You might even do it again next year. Shane Lee, Lakeland News.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.